Hey everyone, this is Kevin T. Rodriguez, film critic of iCritic.net. Thank you so much for spending a few minutes of your time here with me today on my media channel. And today we are going to be unboxing Nosferatu, directed by Robert Eggers and starring Bill Skarsgård, Nicholas Hoult, and most notably Lily Rose Depp, although I think William Dafoe is the standout. Now, Robert Eggers makes some really weird but fascinating movies, and Nosferatu isn't very different in that regard. It is very strange, it is very dark, but this is also probably the most mainstream of his movies, in the sense that Nosferatu was famously an unofficial remake of Dracula back in the old days. Courts actually ordered the film destroyed because it did infringe on the copyright of Dracula, but copy survived, and it has since gone on to become a classic. Well, Robert Eggers decided he wanted to remake that silent version. He did, and I think he did so very, very well. This was quite a treat to see in IMAX. This 4K release has two versions of the film, the theatrical and the extended cut, although I think the extended cut is only longer by a couple minutes. Maybe it was just a couple minutes that they trimmed to avoid an NC-17. I don't know. I do like how they spell it on the side. You can just see from these pictures like the atmospheric cinematography and everything. This got 4 Oscar nominations and definitely well deserved. If you take the slipcover off, it doesn't really look any different, so there's not much to speak there. Now let's open this. Now I usually criticize Ultra HD discs for just being black. I think that's kind of lazy, but in this case, it would be very appropriate, if I can actually find a way to, there we go. It would be very appropriate for the discs, at least the 4K disc, to be black, because this is a very dark movie. Black is pretty much the primary color in this thing. So I just noticed that my copy, the slip is a little high up, so you can kind of see the disc there a little bit. That's a little disappointing. Let's kind of try to fix that a bit, make it look more appealing on the shelf. There we go. I will take out the code because I plan to use the code. And all right, well, here's the thing. They kept the black on both discs. That's really cool. And they have the picture on the 4K disc. That is really nice. It's nothing different from the cover, but I do like it there. I like when they keep the ratings there. They tell you what kind of sound options there are. Yep, this is a good disc. This is a very good release. Now, there is a Steelbook edition, and yes, I did try to get it, but it sold out really fast because horror fans be like, they want the Steelbook, and I just was not faster than the horror fan. So this is definitely if you like horror movies and really well-made ones, this one's highly recommended. Now look, if you're not a horror movie fan, of course pass up on it. I'm not gonna tell you to get something outside your genre. Like, there are some horror movies that transcend. This could potentially be one of them, but it is also pretty violent and gruesome at times. So I understand if people who don't typically like the genre, I don't think they're gonna like this one either, even though it is a cut above the rest. But I do want to know, do any of you have this particular edition? Have you seen the movie? What do you think of it? I'd love to know all of that, so comment below, and I'll see you at the movies. Take care, everyone. Hey, you made it to the end. Thank you so much for making it to the end. Just a few more things. First of all, the names that you see on the screen, these are our Patreon and YouTube member supporters, and I thank each and every one of them. Their support helps me make exclusive videos for Patreon and YouTube members, as well as keep the channel running, and of course is just of huge kindness to me. Also, don't forget to check out the iCritic-led podcast on Spotify, Apple, Google, Deezer, whatever podcasting service you listen to, it is there. We definitely want to see you there. And hey, there's also other videos that you can check out. So, check out these other channels, these other videos, especially that one. I think that's a really good one.